Hi guys, it's Chelsea. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, botanical ingredients, and really about having the best skin possible for whatever your needs are, whether you are experiencing aging, dry skin, acne, hyperpigmentation, all of those things. We like to talk about it here. I just wanted to reintroduce myself. In the comments, I'll put a link to my introduction that I did for my first video, but I just wanted to remind you that my training is as a molecular and cellular biologist. That's sort of what I do for my day job. I'm in cancer diagnostics research, but my passion, what I get really excited about, is formulating botanically based skincare. So today I wanted to talk to you about how I started with making a natural probiotic deodorant. For those of you that are always wondering, why do we need to use natural deodorant versus store-bought deodorant? So I'm going to tell you a little story. So actually it was August of 2013, so seven years ago. I was hanging out in Tucson with my then 5-year-old. We were playing outside in the monsoon season, and I just got tired of needing to reapply my clinical strength store-bought deodorant that I was using at around like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It just wasn't lasting through the day, and so I said, forget this, because I had started to do research on ingredients in store-bought deodorant, and I was thinking, gosh, I don't want to be putting all that on my armpit where there are so many lymph glands, and I was thinking it's gonna get into my organs. And so I was doing research and thought, I don't want to use stronger deodorant, so I thought I'll go buy some natural deodorant from the grocery store, and that was a terrible mess. I ended up feeling sweatier and stinkier, if that's even possible. And I know some of you are like, Tom's works for me. Well, newsflash, if Tom's works for you, you probably don't need deodorant in the first place. So I was feeling kind of discouraged, and so I started doing some research on ingredients and natural ingredients versus what I was buying at the store. And I started to make deodorant. Lots of different batches, a lot of them went into the trash, but I wanted to share with you today, before I get into all that, exactly what it was that turned me off to store-bought deodorant, the ingredients. First of all, aluminum. Aluminum is what makes a deodorant an antiperspirant. It stops you from sweating. But aluminum has been linked to Alzheimer's, and that's something that's in my family, and I thought I'd want to stay away from that. Parabens are something that has been linked to hormone disruptors, which can lead to certain kinds of cancers, like estrogen receptor positive breast cancer. I wanted to stay away from that. There's also propylene glycol, which in certain amounts have been shown to harm organs. Phthalates, I don't know how to pronounce that, phthalates are no good, and triclosan is known by the USDA as being a carcinogen. So I don't like to be a fearmonger. I'm not like, ooh, big scary synthetic ingredients and this is why you should use my products. But in this case, there are ingredients that really can affect your health, and so I try to avoid those. Back to my story, I started making this natural deodorant, and after a long while of trying to get just the right mix of ingredients that are good for your skin and that actually do mimic kind of some of the things that you want, like being odor absorbers and putting back good bacteria onto your skin. So I came up with something that I thought was incredible. It worked for like 3 days straight. So in the name of science, I started doing a little research and found that even if you didn't shower or reapply, it would last more than a day. So awesome. Started sending it to friends, and they came back with the same same results, and saying, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing thing ever, are you going to sell it? So that's how I started with Ecology Botanic. So let me tell you about why the ingredients in my probiotic deodorant are so great. The first thing is coconut oil. Coconut oil is a natural killer of bacteria and yeast and those kinds of things, so I use that. Shea butter is a skin softener, as well as cocoa butter. Arrowroot powder is something that really absorbs wetness. So then we have baking soda in our full strength product, and baking soda, dude, it is just an odor killer. You know, I'm sure you've used baking soda, and so when you use it in a deodorant, it really kills odor. And then I add things like essential oils just to make it a little bit more fun, and actually some of the essential oils do a part in killing bacteria and smell and things like that. The reason that I put probiotics in is that I found there has been studies shown that aluminum, yes, it kills wetness and odor. However, the bacteria that causes odor, it does get rid of that, but it also introduces a whole nother range of bacteria that you don't want on your armpits. It basically screws up your natural skin biome, the good organisms that are on your skin. And so when you put probiotics back on your skin, it helps balance out those odor causing bacteria. And so that's why I put probiotics in the deodorant, and it just makes for a lovely biome. So I was going to show you. That's my cat playing the piano. Okay. So I wanted to show you some of the options that you have when you go to Ecology Botanic and get a natural deodorant that works like crazy. So the first one that I have is a lavender and rosemary, and it smells just incredible. The essential oils I found kind of go away during the day, but it leaves you just with no odor whatsoever. Also, there is a sweet orange and cedar version that I find men are kind of gravitate to. It's a little more earthy, but both of these scents are completely unisex. So some people have a problem with baking soda. Baking soda can be kind of a little bit harsh on your skin, and if that's the case for you, either try, if you get like a little bit of redness or a little rashy, you can switch off between a sensitive version and the more hardcore baking soda version. And what I have is a sensitive version. So it also smells like lavender and rosemary, but it does not have baking soda. Now this I have been using, I use it during the summer, and no, it won't keep you smell free for 3 days, but you know, most of us like to shower every day, but it does work all day long, I have found, for me. And I tend to be needing deodorant. I'm not one of those people that can use Tom's and be okay. So those are the 3 different deodorants that you can find at ecologybotanic.com. If you have any questions whatsoever about ingredients, about deodorant, about whether or not you should use it, some people think, oh, my store-bought is fine and it works for me, and I'm really stinky, so I wouldn't use natural. Natural deodorants like these work better than the store, you know, the drugstore kinds. I highly recommend trying. Just get past using aluminum and all of those other things that are not great for your system, for your body, and use something that really, really works and has ingredients that are good for your body. Like, subscribe, and if you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments, and maybe I can use it for future content. But thanks again for coming in, and I hope you learned something.